Thank you so much. It's just attack the white people night here in Pomona. Prior credits also include Mickey Mouse Club, Britney Spears backup dancer. You know what, guys, I had a tough realization the other day. I look like a 14-year-old Donald Trump. I'm not happy about it either. I had to cut my hair recently. It was long and blonde. People kept telling me I looked like Johnny from The Karate Kid. Either way, Trump or Johnny, it's not great. Either way, I'm the white blonde villain that sweeps the legs of poor people. That joke's tough on Karate Kid fans, I know. You know what, guys? I'm a 21st century man, so I'm confident when I say this. Being a woman, it's no walk in the park, especially at night. No, guys, it's tough to be a woman these days, because women are making all of this progress, but men are just so good at sexism. Like, undefeated at sexism, men are. It's like women are making all the right steps in the right direction, but I don't think men are getting any less sexist. Like, I think we're just getting a lot better at hiding it. Like, we're getting sneakier, we don't lose, and everyone is just sick of us. Like, men are like the New England Patriots of sexism. It's like I realized all of this when I started seeing all of these Hollywood female remakes. Like, men are doing this crazy thing where they're making the women movies bad so the man ones are better. I don't support it either. You guys are losing. That's okay, guys. We're gonna get on board here. So, like, did anyone here see Ghostbusters? The female remake of Ghostbusters? Yeah. You guys are all just part of the problem, aren't you? Well, I think anyone that saw the female remake of Ghostbusters, you know that it was not a good film. So that means the man one lives in lore as the better film. Men made sure that when they asked, "Who are you gonna call?" we all said, "Not Melissa McCarthy." Men 1 point, women 0. Did anyone here see Ocean's 8? Of course you didn't. You're the same sexist from the last joke. You haven't left, you're still here. Well, Ocean's 8's incredibly frustrating. At the end of Ocean's 8, the incredibly capable women have to call a guy from Ocean's 11 to come save the day. And they called me Amazing Yen. He was like Ocean's 9 out of 11. Like, they didn't even catch one of the big guys. Like, Clooney stayed at home. It's like, yeah, and I'm assuming the Amazing Yen got a ton of money. I'm assuming the wage gap applies to heists. Men 2 points, women 0. No, guys, it's not all bad, because I saw Ocean's 8, I enjoyed it. Ocean's 8 actually made a ton of money at the box office. Ocean's 8 made more money at the box office than Ocean's 11. Yeah, Ocean's chicks beat Ocean's dicks. Ocean's 8 was a huge win for women. Men 2 points, women 1. Now we've got a ball game. Unfortunately, much like actual games and actual balls, men prefer when women don't have them. So the sexism gets even sneakier. Does anyone here know what the current gender wage gap is? Anybody? Why did I bother asking? You guys are so sexist. We already knew that. Last time I checked, it's about 73 cents to the dollar. That's 73% in case you're a statistician or a virgin. Where's our host? No, well then if you look at the Ocean's movies, and you do 8 divided by 11, you get 72.7%. It's the same number! Our gender wage gap is the same gender gap as our wisecracking heist members. Women 1 point, men 2018. Just give them all points. It's like, guys, if we know anything about men and taking advantage of women, it's we know they're not going to stop unless someone takes legal action. Too real, huh? Too real? Good, that's where we'll draw the line. What I'm trying to say is this is going to keep happening. This is going to keep happening. This table just got it. It's going to keep happening. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but they're remaking the 1988 classic comedy Dirty Rotten Scoundrels with women. I know, my dad is upset too. For those of you who were not born around 1988, or you've done so many drugs since 1988, you need a memory recap. Basically, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels is about two international con men who compete to steal the money of a very wealthy woman. And at the end of the day, at the end of it all, it turns out that the woman was stealing from the men the whole time. The woman wins. That's right, it's a fictional tale. Now, if this remake is truly a remake, if it's truly a remake, that means that it'll be about two international con women stealing to compete the money of a very wealthy man. Some of you are ahead of me. At the end of the movie, at the end of it all, at the end of everything, we find out that the man wins. Again! Women like 3 points, men all of them, just all the points. It's like in Space Jam when they have to put up like the scoreboard that says, it's getting a little unfair, isn't it? It's getting a little unfair. Now, I don't want to speak for women, guys, because that's what the Supreme Court is for. Thank you. Guys, I feel like this wasn't the plan for feminism. I just feel like, guys, I'm a feminist. It doesn't sound like it. But I am a feminist. I believe men and women are equal. I think we all know they're equal. And men and women should be treated equally for equal work. And equal pay for equal work. There's usually an applause break there. But no, I'm going to go out in silence because you guys are just a bunch of sexists. As far as the eye can see. Thanks, guys. I'm Ben.
Thompson, guys, fighting for the women's rights.